in the studio.
Yeah. I can't hear me. I hear you though.
El Debarge.
Let's go. Yeah, now I hear me.
Yeah. What's going on, El?
Reaching out to you, man.
My
What's
man.
going on? Thank you for your love. That's what's going on.
How's it been?
It's been wonderful, man.
You just got off the road with Mary J. Blige?
Just got off the road. Mary J. Blige. Doing some things with Fantasia. In the meantime, in between time, Second Chance hit November 30th, man, and it's been selling, man.
And it is so good. It is such a good CD. Thank you.
Man.
I'm amazed, man. I'm amazed at this wonderful Second Chance. God is so good, Tom. Yeah, all the time.
All the time.
You know, a couple of weeks ago, for people who don't know, it was Donna's birthday, Tom's wife, and you performed at the birthday celebration, and you took us to church that night. Everybody that was there, yeah, it was. I mean, you performed you did your songs, and then other folks came up on stage, and it was an amazing jam session that you all had.
It was L, Kirk Franklin, Fred Hammond, Shirley Murdoch,
Eddie Levert.
Yeah, Eddie Levert.
And Dr. Bobby Jones.
Dr. Bobby Jones.
And Dr. Bobby Jones.
Yeah.
We had a private birthday party for Donna, and Elle was the entertainment, and all her friends came, and Elle turned it into a jam session.
And I sung "Who's Holding Down and Now," and then Tom grabbed her and he said, "I'm holding it now."
That's right.
Wow, man, what an amazing comeback.
Wow.
You are safe.
And when you talk about Second Chance, I mean, this is an opportunity for you to make that comeback, and it just, you have a powerful testimony.
Well, I did so many songs on my album. Well, I prepared 27 songs, and we picked 16 out of those 27, and we put them on the CD, Second Chance. And what's happening now is we're getting so much response and feedback, and all they're saying is, I like this song, and I like that one, and I like this one, and I like that one. And that makes me feel so good. It's like, when you have children, you want them all to be beautiful. And all my songs are like my children,
You wrote all these songs?
I co-wrote them, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. But yeah, I'm not going to ever do an album where I'm not writing songs.
Now, you were away for how long?
I was away for, 22 years, I think, but I went to prison for 13 months out of those 22 years.
But in the articles that I've read, you say that you were addicted to drugs for 22 years. 22
years. I tried it at the age 25. Crack of all things. I went straight to it, huh? And some people try weed at first. I said, let me try some crack. How about that?
That was your.
And you went to heroin, but you have a fear of needles.
I know, and I would watch people. I would be around other users. Then they were shooting up right in front of me,
right?
And I couldn't even watch them do it. Because I'm not scared of needles. Right, but so I developed a serious nose Jones, as they call it. And that heroin, we know drugs, people say, it's from the devil, and the devil will get in your life through drugs, and he'll mess and tear everything up. But I found out that heroin wasn't from drugs. Heroin drug wasn't from the devil. Heroin is the devil himself. That's him.
When you're snorting cocaine, doesn't that drain to your throat and affect your vocal cords?
Yeah, it does. It does, and it can really ruin your vocal. It can tear your whole cartilage out your nose, and you won't even be able to.
But yet you can still hit the notes.
Tom, there's only one explanation for that, and that's the grace of God. There's no other reason that I can do that but the grace of God, because He wants me to do what I'm doing right now. And that's bringing love to the world, His love to the voice of my music.
When I read the article in Ebony, it said that you made friends with everybody in prison.
Everybody liked
it. It kind of reminded me of that old Richard Pryor joke, anything to keep them off the. And it said that you would take requests from the prisoners to sing.
Right.
If they wanted you to lullaby them to sleep, you would lullaby them. Is that true?
That's true.
If they had a girlfriend on the phone, you would take the phone and sing to their girlfriends.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I was one of those. I think I was probably the littlest guy in prison, and I wasn't arguing with nobody.
It couldn't have been easy being pretty in prison either.
No, it wasn't easy, but I had. Oh, watch out there now. I was all right, man.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh, there we go.
What was your lowest point?
My lowest point.
Where you hit the bottom and then there was no place else to go up.
You know what? My lowest point was a spiritual cause and effect. It was very psychological too. When I took that first hit of crack, I hit my lowest point right there. I felt something evil come over me, and I knew right there. And I remember saying this to myself, "Uh-oh."
That was it.
I said, "Uh-oh."
All right, well, that's in the past. Let's move on.
Yeah, it's in the past, but listen, second chance is relevant, right?
That's right.
And that's what I wanted to say, because when did you know that you had your second chance, that you were being given this new life? When did that come about?
When I got locked up, when the police came and got me because I had violated my probation and my test was dirty again, they came and got me. I knew it then. I said, "This is God rescuing me." And the judge told me, he said, "Well, sir," he said, "Boy, you have to sit down for a minute, son, and think about what you need to be doing."
You remember the judge?
Yeah, I remember the judge. Yeah, I do.
And so, at that point, did you say, "Okay, this is it, and I'm going to start writing music. I'm going to get myself together and go from here"? Was it a talk you had to have with yourself?
Well, I didn't write anything in prison.
Okay.
But I knew that when I got out, I was going to be inspired. You know, I think you had to be a rap artist, Tom, to write songs in prison. Nothing around here inspired me.
Nothing inspirational.
I see two guys. They're so in love.
Who's holding? No.
Who's holding Darnell? Johnny. I found out who Johnny was.
And how long did it take you to work on this album to get everything?
When I got out, my manager, Pete Farmer, came got me. You know, the first thing I want to say is my black, beautiful queen, my mama, was standing there with her arms wide open. She had flew all the way from Michigan, and she was at that California State Penitentiary. She said, "Come here, baby."
And she's the one that first, when she woke you up, how old were you when she woke you up and said your hands were special? And then
at 3 o'clock in the morning, she woke me and my brother Bobby up, and she said, "Bobby, I just came out of my prayer closet. The Lord told me to anoint Al's fingers, and I need you to teach him to play a song right now, because he's going to minister the music." And that was her word. She said,
"How old were you?"
I was 7 years old.
Wow.
And Bobby taught me Mary Had a Little Lamb. I've been playing and singing and writing songs ever since.
You know, Jay's mother woke him up at 3 o'clock in the morning, but it had...
But that's another story.
Well, Tom, you woke me up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I understand that it's still a struggle for you every day.
Well, you know what? Actually, I don't fight with drugs. It's because, you know what? I have my willpower back. I never wanted to be on drugs anyway. It was just like an idea that I shouldn't have tried. But I'm back now. I'm here to stay. I ain't giving up. I ain't going nowhere. Drugs ain't a problem for me.
All right.
I ain't thinking about no drugs.
All right. Let's think about this new CD.
Let's think about this new one.
All right. The latest single, "You" with Faith Evans.
I love this song.
Man, that is so nice. Yeah.
Your body close to mine. Your shoulders will be on the street. I just wanna lay with you.
Play with you, Debarge and Faith Evans.
You still didn't come from prison. You sure? You know, Faith Evans.
Tell me
Close to you.
I gotta get close to you.
is good stuff.
I'm telling you, and it rides really well.
It rides well.
It rides really well.
Let me come to where you're at. Let's switch up the format.
Switch up the format.
I can't wait another day. Switch up the format. Let me come to where you're at. Let's switch up the format.
Who helped you write these songs? You said you co-wrote.
Babyface, Ron Fair, Michelangelo, Mike, of the Obler Brothers, Mike City, Polo.
And produced by Jam and Lewis?
Jam and Lewis, Babyface, myself, Mike City.
Everybody.
Yeah, well, you know, it's about 5 people.
That's good, man. That's good.
It had to be the right 5 people, though, so we can keep the right sound consistent.
Cause when I see you,
Oh, yeah.
I just like girl.
That's my
I
favorite.
can't scream in my heart starts without you.
That's L right there.
Girl,
Yeah.
so I'm serenading you.
Straight to ecstasy.
Where I'm taking you.
What we did on the cause you were made for me.
I was made for you.
So celebrate our love and song.
And he still got all his hair, too. That's what gives me. He went through all that and kept his hair.
And his voice, that's a
The voice, okay, I get that. But the hair?
Don't hate, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Tell me how you love me so much. Put up with all of the crazy things I do. How can you love me so much, baby? I can always count on you.
When did the juices start flowing? Immediately after you got out of jail? The creative juices?
Yeah, immediately. I was ready. I felt free like a bird. I'm like,
And you just started writing songs?
yes.
When I tried to resist, I learned to embrace the truth. Whether I lose or win, I'm living in this so joyful. To feel the pain and love again. Now here's a man.
You said that's switch.
No. It just reminds me of
Switch. Of a switch
yeah,
song.
when I was writing it was like my brother Bobby came in the room,
Yeah.
you know, spiritually, and it was like, it just sounded like something he would write.
We can all alone. If all you need is me, girl, that's for sure. Just let me teach you what you need to know.
I copied myself. Next time I copy, stay with me.
Everybody has done when you were doing drugs, where were you getting the money from? You didn't sell your
No, I didn't
music.
sell my gold records or none of that stuff. No, I didn't. My mama, she's got all my gold records, platinum records. She got all that. You got it. You can't get those from her.
And what about the licensing?
No, I didn't sell any of that. Well,
You
you know,
sell any? Oh, you publishing?
I didn't have that in the first place. Barry Gordy's got that.
Oh, he's got all the publishing.
He's got all the publishing. So, but what I did, I had my writers' residuals, and whenever those ASCAP checks was coming in, I was calling up the dope man.
In the Ebony article, you said the dope man said, "L, I don't care how much money you got.
I can't sell to you.
I can't sell it to you."
They didn't want to see me like that. It was like, no, man, I'm not gonna do this. And then they would tell people in their district that they ran, they see me and said, "Don't give them nothing. Don't give them nothing."
Wow.
So I left that city and went to another one.
You're like, okay, cool, thank you very much. Wow. Now, how many kids do you have?
12.
So, 12, which is mind-boggling in itself. But, so what kind of conversation are you having with your children as a result of what you've been through and where you are now?
I'm trying to get back to a lot of them. Some of them really need to understand why I wasn't there. And they're very hurt. You know what I mean? And, they feel like they've taken a back seat, you know, and I'm trying to embrace them, but it's hard, you know.
So some of them you are.
Yeah, half of them I'm cool with me, and there's another half that they love me, but it's just hard for them.
Sure.
They can work with 3 too, so don't worry about it.
It's 3 or 12. Huh?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
You know,
It doesn't matter.
they just have a lot of questions, and, you know, that need to be answered. So
Yeah.
And it's a process, isn't it?
it's a process.
Yeah.
How many mamas? Of the 12 then? Of the 12 children?
6.
6.
Yeah, and some of the babies' mamas ain't too.
That's some drama too.
Yeah,
Huh?
oh man.
Sounds glad to go and wait for the rest.
I mean, Tom, they put their hands on their hips,
Work their necks.
working the neck.
Hey, I'm getting quiet.
Yeah.